Shalom. All praise and glory to the mighty Most High, our Creator is one God. There is none like him, none to the left, none to the right, and none that sit on the right hand of authority, of the Spirit. Okay, yesterday I did this lesson, Exodus 36. Spent 45 minutes writing it up on the board. And then I spent another 45 minutes going over the lesson, and then it didn't upload. They're not uploading my content again, so we're going to fly through this one real quick. I don't want to waste a lot of time. The first part of this lesson, because this is the second part of the lesson, I never erased it from the board. So we're going to jump right in, and then we'll go to the board, and I'll cover a few things. Okay, this is Exodus 36. Bezalel and Oholiab and every craftsman in whom the Lord had put skills and intelligence to know how to do any work in the construction of the sanctuary shall work in accordance with all that the Lord has commanded. And Moses called Bezalel and Oholiab, and every craftsman in whose mind the Lord had put skill. So it's the Creator. You understand? The Creator puts these skills on people. Not mankind, it's the Creator. Everything comes from the intelligence of our Creator. Everyone whose heart stirred in him to come to do the work. Now, everyone's heart is stirred. Now they're playing on heartstrings. Okay? And they received from Moses all the contributions that the people of Israel had brought for doing the work on the sanctuary. Okay? Now all of the gold has been used for a bull. All right? And then a bunch of gold was used for the ark, to build the ark. And now they're donating more gold for the sanctuary. Well, let me tell you, Israel marched out of Egypt with a shitload of gold, because this is like the third time now that they're kicking out donations. Wave offerings. Wave your money goodbye. That's what I see it as. See, you're at free will offerings. Give away all your gold freely. Give it. You that work and bust your hump for all your life, give away your hard work and effort for somebody, for a minister, for a priest, to gather and live high on the hog because you are giving your possessions away to them? I think not. They still kept bringing them free will offerings every morning, so that all the craftsmen who were doing every sort of task on the sanctuary came, each from the task that he was doing, and said to Moses, the people bring much more than enough for doing the work that the Lord has commanded us to do. So Moses gave command, and word was proclaimed throughout the camp, let no man or woman do anything more for the contribution of the sanctuary, so that the people were restrained from bringing, for material they had was sufficient to do all the work, and more. And all the craftsmen among the workmen made the tabernacle with 10 curtains. They were made of fine twine, linen, and blue and purple, and scarlet yarn. Okay? I got you to understand that blue equals blue bloods. All right? And red equals red bloods. And when you mix red and blue, you get purple. And this is why purple puts ourselves above these people here. The blue bloods are Gentiles, okay, which equal the reptilian race. Okay, the red bloods are human. Okay, they are with spirit. when you intermix the dead, because that's what blue represents, it represents the dead. Red equals the living blood. Blue is dead blood. Red is living blood. Okay? In the beginning, before Adam and Eve ate from the apple, from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, their blood was continuously blue. Okay? The Gentiles' blood has always been dead blood. I just did a video yesterday after I did this lesson, because this lesson didn't upload. So I did the lesson on my other phone, on my Samsung. So now you understand that when the blue and the red intermix with one another, it's purple. Purple is the hierarchy of what? It's the higher mind of God, is what purple represents. The higher mind. Purple equals the higher mind. Okay? And then when you mix these, the red and the blue, what you get is a hybrid human. And they're showing you in Hollywood. They're showing you in all these movies. They're showing you in movies like Underworld. They're telling you that this is a vampire world. This is a flesh-eating plane of existence. Adam and Eve were cast out into a flesh-eating plane of existence. Adam and Eve's bloodline, once they ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, their bloodline, just like the Gentile that were created in an image, they became images, because it tells you right in the Bible itself, the bloodline, each one, that Adam had another son, and he was created Seth in his image. And then Seth had children, and Seth's children were created in Seth's image. Now, you guys as well, the Israelites, everyone else, just like us, God said that you'd die that day. And this is what it means in that movie, The Sixth Sense, when that kid, the video I did yesterday for you guys, said, I see dead people. I see dead people everywhere. Okay? They're dead. You are the walking dead. If you don't have the spirit of life on you, the living God, the always existing perpetual spirit with no beginning, no end. He wasn't created. He didn't come to be. None of that. He's always been here. He's always been aware. And that is a hard concept to understand. Eternal. This has been here always. All this has always been here. For what? 6,000 or 7,000 years? The Creator is eternal. And the Bible, the book, wants us to believe that the second race that was created only been here about 6,000 or 7,000 years. The Bible itself, since Moses, is about 5,800 years old. So the bloodline of Adam and Eve, the spirited man, is only between 6,000 and 7,000 years old, as the Bible tells us so, that's been written. The Gentile have always been here for a long ass time, robbing and raping this plane of its resources. And since the very beginning, they've been tearing up the grounds, chopping down trees, mining for ore, mining for precious metals, mining. Gentiles have been destroying this plane of existence since they were thrown down here. I got more that I want to talk to about this, but we want to move through this fairly quick because I don't know if this is going to upload or not. Okay? So the Gentiles are the reptilian race, and humans, they are with the spirit. Okay? So, moving on. The length of each curtain was 28 cubits, and the breadth of each curtain was 4 cubits. All the curtains were the same size. He coupled 5 curtains to one another, and another 5 curtains he coupled to one another. He made loops of blue on the edge of the outermost curtain of the first set. Likewise, he made them on the edge of the outermost curtain of the second set. He made 50 loops on the one curtain, and he made 50 loops on the edge of the curtain that was in the second set. The loops were opposite one another, and he made 50 clasps of gold, and coupled the curtains one to another with clasps, so that the tabernacle was a single whole. He also made curtains of goat hair for a tent over the tabernacle. He made 11 curtains. The length of each curtain was 30 cubits, and the breadth of each curtain 4 cubits. The 11 curtains were the same size. He coupled 5 curtains by themselves and 6 curtains by themselves. And he made 50 loops on the edge of the outermost curtain of one set, and 50 loops on the outer edge of another connecting curtain. And he made 50 clasps of bronze to couple the tent together, and that it might be a single whole. And he made the tent a covering of tanned ram skins and goat skins. They made upright frames of acacia wood for the tabernacle. Each frame was 10 cubits long and a cubit and a half wide, with 2 projections sitting parallel to one another. They made all the frames in the tabernacle this way. They made 20 from on the south side of the tabernacle, and they made 40 silver bases to go under them, 2 bases from each frame, 1 under each projection. For the other side, the north side of the tabernacle, they made 20 frames and 40 silver bases, 2 under each frame. They made 6 frames for the far end, that is, the west end of the tabernacle, and the 2 frames were made for the corners of the tabernacle at the far end. At these 2 corners, the frames were doubled from the bottom all the way to the top and fitted into a single ring. Both were made alike, so there were 8 frames and 16 silver bases, 2 under each frame. They also made crossbars of acacia wood, 5 for the frames on one side and 5 for the frames for the west. At the far end of the tabernacle, 5 of those on the other side and 5 for the frames on the west. At the far end of the tabernacle, they made the center crossbars so that it extended end to end at the middle of the frames. They overlaid the frames with gold and made gold rings to hold the crossbars. They also overlaid the crossbars with gold. More gold. More gold. So the Israelites have been giving up gold for a calf now that was beat into dust, sprinkled over the river, and then made for them to drink. So they drank metaphorically, they drank an idol, and then they created, they built an ark of the covenant, and they did all that with gold and silver and bronze, and now they're building more information. Now they're building this site, this tabernacle with more gold. They made the curtains blue, purple, and with scarlet yarn and finely twisted linen, with cherubim woven into it by a skilled worker. Okay, again, always when they're referring to blue and red, they're referring to 2 races of people. Okay, this is why the United States flag is blue and red. Okay, this is why the free nations have blue and red. Because when you mix blue and red together, you get purple. It's a metaphor for the intermixing of the races. The Gentile race, the dead. The Gentile race is considered the dead, intermixing with those that were of life. They had the breath of life breathed in on them. Okay? So they made 4 posts of acacia wood for it and overlaid them with gold. More gold. More gold. They made 4 hooks for them and cast their 4 silver bases. For the entrance to the tent, they made a curtain of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn and finely twisted linen, the work of an embroiderer. And they made 5 posts with hooks for them. They overlaid the tops of their bands of gold and made their 5 bases with bronze. So I would say that the people of Israel are pretty gracious, caring, giving, loving people, man, that they would continue to give away their information, give away their earnings back then. It seems that they fared pretty well when they left Egypt, huh? I didn't realize that when the Creator put it on the Egyptians to farewell the Hebrew, that they'd set them up with so much gold, but clearly they have all kinds of gold. So anyways, I'm going to keep this one short, like I said, because my computer again isn't uploading, so we'll find out. All praise and glory to the mighty Most High, our Creator is one God. Blessings to all those that repent, call on the Spirit of truth, the living, self-existing, eternal, perpetual, always moving, always here, moving, the Creator. Okay? Blessings to all of you that serve Him, that repent and turn back to Him. Gentile, Hebrew, indifferent, stranger, I don't care, man. If you're a serpent and you do, I'm telling you, I realize that I've lived my life contrary to God. I've walked completely off grid from Him. I was completely in my flesh doing my own thing. Now today I beg for Him, for His Spirit, that of the living, His living Spirit. You have to be definitive in what it is you're asking for when you're calling on the Spirit of life. Okay, you just can't whimsically say, I pray to this Spirit, I pray to the Spirit. You have to be definitely straightforward to who it is that you're worshiping and that you're asking things for, because we've got a lot of spirits and stuff down here that are hosting these flesh suits, and they're all trying to lead us astray. So stay tight and walk right with God, folks. Keep your head up and know that we're in a world of demons. This is White Raptor News Ministries.